barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Um, so let's go into it. Top prank. Let's go into it. In my humble opinion, top top prank believes Terence Crawford is their third best fighter. Let's talk about it. You guys like how and why? Show me facts. Show me data. Show me. Okay. Tyson Fury is already lined up to fight Deontay Wilder. When did Tyson Fury get the top prank? A couple months ago. How long has Terence Crawford been with Top Rank? Years. It's the entire career basically, right? I don't know. Maybe they missed the first couple of fights. I don't know that to be true, but Vasyl Lomachenko got a title shot in his first fight. Bob Arum has made sure his entire career he's had a belt around his waist. How do I know? I've covered every Lomachenko fight since he's been a traditional pro. You know, he was in that other series too prior to him becoming a pro. Um, um, and he typically gets his opponents. You know, he has opponents lined up for him to make him look good. Terence Crawford is in a precarious position. In my humble opinion, they don't value him. I'm not going to use the term respect. They devalue Terence Crawford. Um, and it's sad. It bothers me every time I see it. Like I know you guys are saying, but you hate Terence Crawford. No, I don't hate Terence Crawford. I dislike I dislike what they doing to Terence Crawford, and I dislike how, in my humble opinion, I believe he's allowing it to happen. I've never rooted against Terence Crawford in the fight ever. Let's see. I don't think so. No, I mean no. I don't think I ever have. So every time that thing go ding 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 round one, I'm rooting for Terence Crawford. You know. Um, so I think you guys need to understand where I'm coming from as it relates to this, and but it's not necessarily about this video ain't necessarily about Terence Crawford. It's the business logistics of how Lomachenko Lomachenko and Tyson Fury get preferential treatment over there. You know, and um, it's awful, man. Um, what's his name? Um, Shakur Stephenson has a hometown fight, and they can't find an opponent for him. They just found an opponent for him. You know, they offering $10,000 for his opponent. 20. They have to be because they can't secure an opponent. Like if they were offering $100,000 to secure him, he would have an opponent. I don't know how much Shakur Stevenson's getting paid. I'm just saying his opponent. You know, all these things make sense. You know, um, that fight isn't being promoted. I haven't seen no advertisements on my YouTube channels. I haven't seen it on ESPN. I haven't seen Shakur Stevenson on any shoulder programming on ESPN. I haven't seen him uh, doing much. You know, I don't follow him on Instagram, which is quite shocking. Do I? No, I think I do follow him on Instagram. Um, I don't feel energy coming from Shakur Stevenson, and he fights 12 days from now. You know, so um, it's something to be said that something is going on there that it's not working out for the black fighter. And yeah, I'm just gonna call it business. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, this is race because I'm gonna tune some of you guys out, but you guys know how I feel internally, anyways. So somebody got to make some noise. I'm just gonna report what I see. I'm not emotionally invested in this topic anymore. I'm just gonna report what I see and as I see it. Shakur Stevenson has a fight, and they done changed opponents on him maybe twice. I don't know. My understanding. So if they've changed opponents on him twice, that means they're only offering $3,000 to his opponent, $5,000, $10,000. You know what I mean? They're not securing the opponent. And you guys say, what does that make sense with Terence Crawford? Because they cannot secure an opponent for Terence Crawford. Um, albeit Kell Brook. I don't know. I don't know what Kell Brook number is. They need to pay it. I don't know what a Andre Berto or now Devin Alexander has done, but these former world champions that's floating around PBC and haven't had fights in a long time, and how much would it cost to have these guys fight? So I think that Terence Crawford better um, make a decision because you know why? I'm gonna say this: Regis Prograis is coming, and you guys say, what does that have to do with anything? He's gonna swallow the attention at the welterweight division. After next year, this time, Regis Prograis, if he wins the 140-pound tournament and then goes off and unifies against the winner of Ramirez and whoever the other guy is, uh, Ramirez and Hooker, forgive me for saying that. Um, when and if he beats, he gets all those belts and unifies, he goes up to 47. And honestly, Terence Crawford becomes a forgotten man. That is, if he doesn't sign. I'm not sure if he signed with. I don't think he signed with Top Rank, but I did see it. I saw him on ESPN. I'm not sure if he's contractually obligated to Top Rank post the WBSS. I'm uncertain of that, but I don't believe he signed at Top Rank. I've never interviewed Regis, and the funny thing is, I was around him, and it's funny I didn't recognize him when I saw him in person because I just walked right by him. So um, uh, anyways, man, you guys let me know how you feel about this. Is he the third best? Is he the third best fighter on Top Rank, or according to Top Rank, he's the third best fighter? I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that moment when Terence Crawford and Andre Ward is sitting there and they told him on ESPN that Lomachenko is the best fighter in the world. I'll never forget that, dog. As long as I live, I'll never forget that because that's not ever going to happen to me on my watch. It's never going to happen to me. Now, the setting and situation may control or manipulate my response, but I'm going to respond. It's amazing how they get control in so many different ways, and how we've been ambushed and bamboozled to believe that we must be docile and tame as it relates to confronting or making the others feel uncomfortable. Um, if if you're a black person and you believe in fairness and equality and hear me out, let me finish this statement. And all things being equal on all sides, oh, I feel you gonna have a rough life. Oh man, oh my heavens. There's no such thing as equality in capitalism, y'all. It can't be. It can't be. You got to find a way to get your piece of equity so you can have power in capitalism. They're not going to tell you that in school. They're going to tell you equality, everybody's equal, be kind, believe in humanity. They're going to tell you all that stuff. But it's about equity. How much do you own? How much do you possess? How many pieces of the board? How many, if life is a 1 million piece puzzle, how many pieces of the puzzle do you possess and or can manipulate and or can encourage, whether through friendships, relationships, um, however you foresee it. But don't be this person in boxing, since this is a boxing channel, and say all things being equal. Um, what's the term they use? Unbiased and fair. You believe that? That's a trick. I I don't I don't care to be unbiased. I don't care. I don't care to be fair. I don't, man. I don't. You can take that statement how you want to take it. I don't care. Fair and unbalanced. That's a Fox News ploy. That's a that's a political ploy. Fair and unbalanced. Unbalanced. Fair and balanced. Excuse me. Fair and balanced. You believe that? You believe that? And when you can look at your auntie or your uncle who's strung out on cocaine, been in and out of rehab the past 30 years, and you believe in fair and balance? You go to your school system and There's not enough instruments for the band to play. You go out to football practice and on unmanicured grass, and you believe in fair and balance, and you have the nerve to tell me I have to be fair and balanced in boxing. Everything is a microcosm of life, whether it's boxing, whether it's basketball, whether it's in the workforce, whether and only um, the honest people can accept that. All right. If you're not a real person, excuse me, if you're not a real person, that's the wrong statement. If your mindset isn't real or desires to honor the truth, then you go ahead and believe that uh, black fighters are equal to white fighters, and white fighters are equal to Mexican fighters, and Mexican fighters are equal to Puerto Rican fighters, and the list goes on and on and on. Go ahead and believe that. Enjoy that life, and see how it works out for you. Enjoy that life about turning the other cheek your entire life. Enjoy that shit. It's okay. Enjoy that life. I want you to enjoy it. And yet they exploit you. College sports, the black quarterback, the black coach, all across in sports. Why can't we coach our own talents? How Major League Baseball exploit these third world Latin countries, that they just exploit them, or how Top Rank manipulates fighters from Mexican Latino fighters from third world countries. They get 25% of their check, 30% of their check. That's why you always see them fighting people you've never seen before with these odd names and from these other countries, because they manipulate their contracts. They can get them for the low low. Anywho, man, I've given you guys a lot of game in this video, and it will be met with some opposition, and it's okay. It is okay. I am comfortable forcing them to acknowledge the truth. I'm comfortable with making others feel uncomfortable. I am. Are you? I don't think you are. I'm rooting for Terence Crawford at this point in silence, obviously. I have no he'll probably never interview with me. He'll probably curse me out when he sees me. Um, so, but Bomac knows me. And I will go on the record and go on a limb and say Bomac wants me to talk about this. Bomac wants me to push the envelope. He's the manager. I know he does. But he's in a conundrum. He's representing Terence Crawford, and he's getting paid to commentate. He's in a conundrum there. Bob Arum has him in a place where he may have to compromise himself because he's getting multiple checks. He's getting paid to do commentating, he's getting paid to manage fighters, and he's getting paid to train. The man getting 3 checks. So his intensity, his veracity in terms of protecting everything and everyone may be compromised. I don't know that. I don't know it to be true. Or maybe he's gaining power and Top Rank to take over. Terence Crawford's opponent should have been named already. He fought when? I don't know when he fought, but it should have been named already. And they should be negotiating a date right now, because Terence Crawford needs 90 days for promotion. Terence Crawford needs 120 days. Terence Crawford needs me to ask about a Terence Crawford fight at a PBC event. Terence Crawford needs other outlets to say his name when he's scheduled to fight someone else and asking other fighters, because that gains traction, So, anyways, man, I've said enough. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And Top Rank has no respect for us, dog. What Kanye West say? George Bush don't care about black people? Or replace George Bush's name with Bob Arum. And there you have it. I'm gone.